Hey everybody, it's April. I'm planking from the yoga studio today. I was out running around, running errands, and I realized I need to stop and do a plank. So I'm going to start on my hands and I'm going to switch around a little bit. You can start and end however you like. If you're starting on your hands, you're in table, pull your shoulders down your back, then lift your upper back, lift your chest, pull in your belly, come up on your toes, shift your weight forward slightly. Oh, and the timer has begun. And then once you get into your plank, do everything again. Press into the floor again, separate your shoulders, pulling in your belly, tightening up your glutes, reach your tailbone toward your heels and press your heels back. So now everything is engaged. So, and I'm even in my dress and my tights today, but that's okay. I might get a little warm because my dress is flannel, but I'll survive. It's worth it. And you know, today I wanted to talk about, we're at 32 seconds by the way, how plank can make you happy. And you know, you may think that it's you're not so happy while you're doing it and it's a terrible way to spend your time. But if you think about the benefits from plank, those are good reasons to be happy. One of them is obviously you're strengthening your hands and your wrists. You're strengthening your arms, toning your arms. Also working on strengthening your shoulders. We're at a minute, so I'm going to come down on my forearms. And if you shift or if you switch, notice how my hips are dropping a little bit. I'm going to pull my belly in again, actively pressing into the floor. So you always want to make sure you come back to that nice, strong plank. It's better to have good form than to hold a long time with your hips sagging or your hips up too high. Better form is better. It's better to have good form than to hold a long time with a sloppy plank. And for one thing, if your hips are up too high, for example, you're making it a lot easier. Which that may sound really good to make it easier, but you're not getting the work of the plank. And that should make you happy to know that you've worked, to work on the toning, to work on this cardiovascular exercise that you don't even have to move around to do. 2 minutes, I'm going to come on back on my hands, I'm going to lift a leg. And that's one of the great things about plank too, that is makes it happy, is the cardiovascular part. You know, you think about, oh, I'm just on my hands or I'm just on my forearms. There's really no just about it. Plank is a lot of work. But isn't that great that you don't have to run around the block or run on the treadmill or anything like that to get some cardiovascular work? 2:30, I'm switching legs. You can just, again, I use just, didn't I? You're holding, breathing, pulling in your belly, and you're getting a cardiovascular workout. You might even work up a little bit of a sweat. I am getting a little bit hot by planking. I can start perspiring. But again, I do have on a flannel dress and that makes it a little bit warmer. So coming up on 3 minutes, I'm going to switch to my forearms, but I'm going to do side plank on my forearms. So stacking your feet if you can. You might have your top foot in front of you. Stay lifted out of your bottom shoulder. Reach your top arm to the sky. So you really feel that nice lift of your hips. Feel that stretch in your side body. So you're working your obliques, which is over here, and the obliques help with bending, twisting. This has also helped toning your waist. 3:30, I'm gonna switch sides, make sure my dress is down, move my stopwatch, all these adjustments. Again, stack your feet if you can, or you can bring your top foot in front of you. Actively pressing your bottom arm into the floor. So you lift out of your bottom shoulder, reaching your top arm to the sky. Remember to breathe while you're planking. Excuse me. And we're coming up on 4 minutes. I'm going to switch back to my forearms. I'm going to end on my forearms. Make a little dress adjustment. And here we go. We're in that final minute. So check back in again, pressing into the floor, separating your shoulders, pulling in your belly. You know, the other thing about plank that will make you happy is that plank releases endorphins, and endorphins are a mood booster, and that is going to help make you happier. 4:30. And really, that's true with any physical activity, which is one reason why, if you're not planking, do something physical. Do something that is going to get your heart rate up, that is going to get the blood pumping, and you're going to release endorphins and feel happier as well. 10 more seconds. So if you came down on your knees, see if you can come back up again. You can do anything for 10 seconds. Pull in your belly, press into the floor. We're at 5 minutes. I'm going to hold a few seconds longer just because I can. I really think psychologically it makes 5 minutes seem not so long for whatever reason. And that's probably just me. And we're at 5:15. Okay. I will have to confess it's a little bit warm here too, just because the hot room is just on the other side. Okay, well, hopefully you find some happiness in your planking or whatever physical activity it is that you enjoy. Have a great day.